We invite all listeners to tune in every Thursday at approximately 7:25 a.m. for TTUTA Speaks, a program which deals with all issues affecting teachers, schools, and the education sector in general. So join us right here on I-95.5 every Thursday morning at 7:25. A blessed Thursday morning to all I-95.5 listeners. This is a segment, TTUTA Speaks, and I am your presenter, Patricia Eversley. World Teachers' Day is commemorated every year in Trinidad and Tobago on October 5th. The United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO, first proclaimed October 5th to be World Teachers' Day in 1994 to celebrate the great step made for teachers on this date in 1966. Then a special intergovernmental conference convened in Paris adopted the UNESCO ILO recommendation concerning the status of teachers in cooperation with the International Labour Organization, or the ILO. The convention sets forth the rights and responsibilities of teachers, as well as international standards for their initial preparation and further education, recruitment, employment, teaching and learning conditions. Since its adoption, the recommendation has been considered an important set of guidelines to promote the status of teachers in the context of quality education. 1.5 years into the COVID-19 pandemic, World Teachers' Day 2021 will focus on the support teachers need to fully contribute to the recovery process under the theme, Teachers at the Heart of Education Recovery. There is no doubt that the pandemic has had a serious negative impact on education. Physical school here in Trinidad and Tobago closed in March 2020. Save for a few sporadic instances to cater for preparation of students for examination purposes and for the conduct of the examinations themselves, the classrooms of many students have been their homes, with teachers reaching out through the use of devices. Severe learning loss has taken place in struggling households where survival took precedence over purchase of books and devices. Yet, in many, many instances where the government was unable to provide the necessary support, teachers stepped into the breach. We, the often vilified, much criticized, usually pressured, frequently stressed educators throughout Trinidad and Tobago, found ways to raise funds. We sold corn soup and lunches, begged and bothered relatives, neighbors, friends, companies, and dipped into our own pockets in order to provide students with devices. Yes, as in any profession, we have those that will give teaching a bad name. But for every one of those, there are so many who can be held up as shining examples of education professionals. Most persons here in Trinidad and Tobago have passed through the hands of a teacher. Even if homeschooled during the primary years, most likely during the secondary school years, and definitely through the tertiary years, the guidance and tutelage of an educator has been involved. The clerks, the television personalities, the mechanics, the radio announcers and technicians, the taxi drivers, engineers, the homeless, the first responders, and the doctors who are battling to save our lives, the self-made artists, and yes, even the politicians, are all where they are today because of a teacher. Teachers are, as the theme said, at the heart of education recovery. Our representative association, the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, must never be an afterthought or the last-minute guest at the consultation table, invited but not included. TTUTA, as the recognized majority trade union, must take center stage. We must be the first ones to be called on all matters affecting and impacting on education. While plans are made and policy developed in the ivory towers, we are the engine that drives those plans and implements the policies. If you don't start your engine, you don't go anywhere. May all teacher professionals in Trinidad and Tobago and everywhere else in the world have a happy World Teachers' Day. You have been listening to TTUTA Speaks. You can contact us at TTUTAPRESIDENT1 That's TUTAPresident1 @gmail.com, or telephone TUTA's head office at 645-2134, 645-3825, or 663-2738.